Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I am Vimasana with the news. First, the headlines. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval holds talks on boundary issues with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan announces that Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan will be launched on 3rd October this year. Naga Students Federation holds sit-in protest against candidature of non-indigenous candidates of Nagaland State under Nagaland State quota for NEET 2025. And Zeliangrong Youth Organization launches second phase of its agitation over Phimla murder case. And now the details. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi held the 24th round of Special Representatives Dialogue on the boundary question between India and China in New Delhi today. In his opening remarks, Doval said that the situation along the border has improved over the past 9 months and has remained peaceful and quiet. He added that bilateral engagements between the two nations have been substantive. He also mentioned that both countries are grateful to their leaders who met in Kazan last October and set a new direction for the relationship. Meanwhile, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, highlighting the success of the 23rd round of Special Representatives talks held at the end of last year, said the two sides reached a new and important consensus on managing disagreements, stabilizing the borders and moving toward a settlement. Union Agriculture and Farmer Welfare Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has announced that Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan will be launched on the 3rd of October this year. He said the campaign aims at promoting direct interaction between farmers and agricultural scientists, and it will continue till 18th October. Replying to supplementaries during question hour in the Lok Sabha, Chauhan said during the campaign, thousands of scientists and agriculture department officials will travel to villages and interact with farmers to apprise them about new technologies to boost food production. He said the government is focusing on the adoption of scientific farming practices and promoting sustainable agricultural growth. The minister informed that during the last campaign in May this year, interaction was held with over 1.33 lakh farmers. Naga Students Federation NSF held an emergency protest today in Kohima against the candidature of non-indigenous candidates of Nagaland State under the Nagaland State quota for NEET 2025 admissions. The federation stated its protest from Naga Solidarity Park, NSF, and marched towards the Department of Technical Education. Addressing in the protest, NSF President Madhavi Ri said NSF affirmed that state quota was strictly and exclusively reserved for indigenous Naga candidates as per existing policies and constitutional safeguards for scheduled tribes, and therefore the federation stands firm for protection and fights for the rights of the indigenous Naga people. NSF also asserted that permitting such ineligible candidature would deprive deserving indigenous Naga students of their rightful opportunities. The NSF also reiterated its unwavering commitment to safeguard the rights and privileges meant for indigenous Nagas. The federation also cautioned that any attempt to dilute or misuse those provisions would be met with resolute opposition. The federation also said that the court has given 2-week stay order, and for which the federation reminded the state government that if it failed to fight for the rights of the indigenous people after the 14 days of the court order, the federation will not leave behind but will take its own course of action. In the sit-in protest, Nagaland Medical Students Association also maintained that Nagaland receive only 40 to 42 NBBS seats annually from central pool towards its state quota, which was already insufficient to meet the aspirations of thousands of deserving indigenous students.
Dear leaders, today is just a march from Solidarity Park to here. After more than 60 years of independence, and plus every year we only get a handful of central seats, like ranging from 40 to 42 MBBS seats. And we, the Nagas, should not support such kind of things. Thank you once again. We will
A financial and digital literacy camp supported under Financial Inclusion Fund managed by NABARD was successfully conducted at Viswema Village, Kohima today. The program was organized by State Bank of India Kohima branch with focus on spreading awareness about banking systems and social security schemes. The event was chaired by SDO Civil Jakama Viniko Tetso, during which he emphasized the importance of financial literacy in rural communities to enable informed financial decisions and improve access to formal banking services. Anthony K. Nguri, Assistant Branch Manager of SBI Kohima, highlighted the objectives of the Financial Literacy Initiative, stating that it aims to educate participants about the fundamentals of banking, including account opening procedures, KYC compliance, and the importance of member nomination in accounts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday chaired a high-level meeting to review the roadmap for next-generation reforms with a focus on accelerating measures to enhance ease of living, improve ease of doing business, and foster inclusive prosperity. Officials briefed the Prime Minister on steps being planned to simplify governance, strengthen economic growth, and ensure citizens benefit directly from these measures. The high-level meeting came after the Prime Minister Independence Day address, where he promised a Diwali gift in the form of GST reforms and a lighter tax burden. Following the meeting, the Prime Minister took to the social media platform X, stating that the government remains committed to implementing rapid reforms across sectors aimed at improving ease of living, enhancing ease of doing business, and fostering overall prosperity. Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari, Agriculture Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal attended the meeting aimed at formulating strategic policies to bolster India's economy, improve infrastructure, and strengthen governance. We will now take a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
बड़ी बहू, ये तुम्हारी ना।
इतनी भी क्या जल्दी थी?
अरे और छोटी, ये तुम्हारे ना। और ये मेरी गुड़िया के नाम।
पर दादी,
हाँ?
आपके नाम?
सब कुछ मैंने बैंक, लॉकर, फिक्स डिपॉजिट सब में इन्हें ही तो नॉमिनी बनाया है। कल जब मैं ना रहूं, तब पैसे मिलने में इन्हें आसानी हो।
शुभ शुभ बोलो।
क्या?
आरबीआई कहता है,
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. Advisor and Chairperson of the Committee on Urban Local Bodies and Nagaland Village Councils, K. Tokuga Shukhalu, has informed that the committee's meeting has been rescheduled on 21st of this month at C. Choshan Committee Room of the Assembly Secretariat, Kohima at 11 a.m. Therefore, all the committee members are requested to make it convenient to attend the meeting. The Ziliangrong Youth Organization ZYO today launched the second phase of its agitation over Pimla murder case. The agitation was joined by Ziliangrong Students Union, Ziliangrong Mipui Organization, and federating units of the Western Naga Youth Front. Addressing the gathering, ZYO President R. John Ziliang declared that the agitation would continue until justice is delivered. He asserted that the fight was not only for Ziliang women, but for the Naga community as a whole. He demanded that the forensic results be released at the earliest, warning that the organization would not be held responsible for any untoward incident against the prime accused, who has been granted bail. As part of the agitation, all government offices remained closed. Movement of government vehicles was restricted and interstate vehicles was barred from plying along National Highway 129A. The protest stems from what the group alleged is the Nagaland government and law enforcement agencies' failure to deliver justice in the April 7 Pimla murder case, in which a woman's body was discovered between Maikham and Pimla village.
In this case, amian na case tido ida last time be moi koise amian eyewitness to nine. Amian criminal suspected culprit private confess police hola holy be official nine. So only option is criminal this forensic evidence.
Kisah noi, kisah punga mati makai siang siang, siang noi.
The NDA Parliamentary Party meeting was held in New Delhi today. During the meeting, Prime Minister Narendra Modi introduced NDA's vice presidential candidate CP Radhakrishnan and felicitated him. Briefing e-media after the meeting, Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju said Prime Minister Modi appealed to all MPs, including those from opposition, to elect him unanimously. Meanwhile, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge today announced former Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy as candidate for vice presidential election from the India bloc. Announcing the decision at a press conference in New Delhi this afternoon, Kharge said that all opposition parties agreed that it is an ideological battle and that is why they are contesting. Congress President also informed that Reddy will file his nomination on 21st of this month.
Campaign manager, while Union Minister Kiren Rijiju will serve as his election agent.
Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, today approved the proposal of the Airports Authority of India AAI for the development of the Greenfield Airport at Kota Bandi, Rajasthan, at an estimated cost of 1,507 crore rupees. Kota, situated on the banks of the Chambal River, is recognized as the industrial capital of Rajasthan. In addition, Kota is renowned as the educational coaching hub of India. According to an official release, the government of Rajasthan has transferred 440.06 hectares of land to AAI for the development of Greenfield Airport suitable for the operation of A321 type aircraft.
लोकेशन वाइज अगर देखें, एग्जिस्टिंग एयरपोर्ट कोटा सिटी के बीचों बीच है करीब करीब. वो ऊपर कोटा रेलवे स्टेशन, कोटा एयरपोर्ट, ये रेड कलर में एग्जिस्टिंग. स्टेट हाईवे 70 से जाके NH52 और ये कोटा देवली बाईपास, यहाँ पे देखें तो एक बड़ा पैच आइडेंटिफाई हुआ है जो कि कोटा बूंदी ग्रीनफील्ड एयरपोर्ट नया बनेगा.
Press Registrar General of India PRGI Yogesh Bhaveja has said that the Press Seva portal has been introduced as a single window solution to simplify registration process for newspapers and periodicals. He said the initiative will enhance transparency, speed up approvals and improve ease of doing business for publishers and resolve the issues faced by publishers. He was interacting with publishers at the Varta Lab organized by Press Information Bureau, PIB Hyderabad, under Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. PIB Hyderabad Additional Director General Shruti Patil highlighted that this was the first interactive session of its kind in Telangana, designed to clarify publishers' queries and provide guidance on the new Registration of Periodicals Act, PRP Act. She also announced that the PIB Hyderabad, with the support of PRGI, would soon establish a dedicated helpline for publishers. We will now look at the weather report from the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. Phek had a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And before we close, a recap of the main points. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval holds talks on boundary issues with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan announces that Vikshit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan will be launched on 3rd October this year. Naga Students Federation holds sit-in protest against candidature of non-indigenous candidates of Nagaland State under Nagaland State quota for NEET 2025. And Ziliangrong Youth Organization launches second phase of its agitation over Pimla murder case. And with that, we close tonight's news bulletin. Thank you for your company. Have a good night.